I have always loved science, and agriculture was my way of life growing up in rural North Carolina. Farms were everywhere. I always assumed that everyone had access to plenty of locally grown food, meaning in the backyard, like we did. But then when I was 10, I became friends with an Indian girl who had just moved to the U.S. And hearing Chandrika's stories of poverty and hunger in India really opened my eyes to food security challenges in other parts of the world. That was my first realization that our backyard gardens weren't going to be enough to feed everyone. Once I realized the potential of modern agriculture to improve the health of people and the environment, I knew I'd found the work I wanted to do. I started my career looking for ways to protect corn from the billion-dollar bug, corn rootworm. This insect costs U.S. farmers over $1 billion every year. Now, during this research, I discovered a corn that is resistant to this pest. It's called Duracade. This picture shows the impact that Duracade can have on a farmer's yield. The plants on the left here, the ones laying down, did not contain any insect control traits. Duracade's on the right. There was a thunderstorm the night before this event with high winds. When we got to the field the next morning, we saw that the wind had knocked over the plants on the left because rootworm had eaten so many of their roots, there weren't enough left to hold the plants in the ground. The insects didn't eat the Duracade roots, so those plants had no problem standing upright. This field shows me the potential that GM crops can have. U.S. farmers have quite a few tools to protect and also increase their yield. GM crops, safe and effective chemistries, and the highest quality genetics. Well, global farmers need access to all of these. There are over 450 million smallholders in the world. Helping those local farmers increase productivity in their local fields is the way to ensure greater food supply. In the 13 years since Duracade's been discovered, over 100 people have worked on this project to make sure that it performs the way expected for farmers and to make sure it's safe. We do lots of studies and generate data that show our biotech crops are as safe and nutritious as conventional plants. Only the products that pass our strictest safety regulations will make it onto market. And I, for one, am glad about that as someone who eats food in this world. And as a mom, having a safe and nutritious food supply is extremely important to me. Like every other parent out there, I don't want anything out there that's going to hurt my kids. Bottom line, if it's going to get to market, it has to be safe. As someone who works on projects like these, it's actually difficult to explain just how rewarding it is to see a field like this, because I know that those vertical plants over there translate into more food production and also a healthier environment. I believe the work we're doing in agriculture today, right now, can help grow a sustainable food supply for our kids and their kids and their kids, and also can help meet global food security. And it's all happening in a socially responsible way. I go home every night knowing that in a small way, I've had a positive contribution to the world. I love that. We have a chance to leave the world better than we found it. Think about that. How many times in human history have we had a chance to support a growing population and leave the world better than we found it? It is an exciting time to be part of agriculture, and I am proud that I have a part in sustainably bringing more food to the world. Thank you for your attention.